Hello everyone, Sunset2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Enderite. A fabric mod that simply adds in an end version of Netherite. So what you've got is the sort of Enderite sort of material here, which is just ore, it's not ancient something or other, like ancient debris. You've got the ingot, which is pretty much similar, obviously the scrap, but obviously diamonds instead of gold. And then you've got tools, you've got a block, you've got a shulker box, you've got a respawn anchor, you've got obviously a chestplate and elytra combined, and you have to explode the ore first so you can mine it. It will change its appearance to a cracked form. So that's what also differs when you need it. You also need to put these in a blast furnace to get the, what's it called here instead of scrap. Yeah, we'll take a look. Other than that though, floating abilities and such, yeah, we'll look into that soon. But yeah, so I'm in the end, and I haven't looked around that much yet, so I don't really know what to say, because I don't know where in particular it spawns. My guess is it's sort of out in the other areas of the end, for the most part. So we'll just have to take a look around a bit. We'll go to like an end city because I don't know if it's going to be likely to find it where dragon is, but more so here. And obviously it will stick out quite easily, but yeah, I have no idea where this could be. Really no clue. So let's see. And if we can't find it, then obviously we'll move on. Oh, there we go. So we've got one here, and I assume it's just the one on its own. No, 2, 4? Okay. So 4 pretty conveniently placed here. So we'll get our TNT. So there's cracked and there's regular. So if we get TNT, get a flint and steel or fire charge or whichever to light things up. And then we'll eventually get Enderite scrap. Okay. So we'll see how much coverage this also covers with the TNT as well while we're at it. So that breaks that. It's got the extra around it, like so. I'll just put some regular for comparison. Obviously, for not only just showing it off, but also breaking it to see if it's possible. And my guess is we do need netherite to actually break this, at a guess. If they were to particularly change the tiers around to make them more difficult to break. We'll just try with diamond first and see, but I'm assuming netherite to go up the ranks of materials. So that did nothing. So and that's not also going to be broken, unless it's just not going to show any animation either. It's just going to be like, nope, you can't break this. And yeah, so it's pretty much just going to act like bedrock, it seems. So there's that. And then with a netherite pick, it is actually quite fast, surprisingly. So what do we get? Do we get any? I already had one on me, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Oh, it floats. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's what I missed. Oh man, that's similar to, I think, the Aether one? It's like the Aether diamond, the gravitite sort of thing. That's interesting. At least it's what sort of stands out. So it's going to float away if you're not careful as well, making it different from other ores, obviously, in the main game. Other than that, you've got scrap, which you can make, which obviously you still need 4 of it. You need some diamonds to make your ingots, and obviously the other recipes are there for the shulker box, the respawn anchor, and the block of it, which you just use to convert back and forth. And to actually upgrade these, you'll need to do the same as you would with a diamond and netherite, and then obviously just use a single ingot along with the tools and armor of netherite to then convert them to enderite. So now that that's all out of the way, we'll just place some of these down so you get an idea of what they look like. So there's the block. I presume you still need itself to break if you happen to do it for decoration or on accident or something. We'll just see, and you don't need the other tier. Yep, so that'll also float away. At least unless I've got another mod that's changing it, I'm not sure. An Enderite Shulker box, which I assume is just a lot tougher, blast resistant, maybe? That would be my guess, compared to, is it a regular? No? Okay, so that's just still gonna... Oh, okay, that's still there, so you get a chance of 5 sometimes. Okay. Interesting. So, maybe it's not blast resistant, it's just another one made from it. Not too sure what else it could have in store. Got a respawn anchor here, which I assume... I don't know what we need. Enderite, maybe? Or ender pearls? Ender pearls, okay, interesting. Can we use ender eyes? We cannot. Wait, what? Resetting the spawn point by right-clicking, I assume, is what happened there. So use ender pearls to charge this one up compared to glowstone. That's interesting. Okay. Alrighty then. That's quite useful. Now, if I want to do this properly, I'm going to want to keep inventory real quick first. And we'll want to true that, and we'll want to take damage. And now, obviously, it's going to use it up, so that's fine. Obviously, breaking these, you still need netherite and otherwise, that's fair enough. But yeah, you've got an end version, even though I think you can use beds in the end. If I remember correctly, you actually can. Well, maybe not. Maybe... No, I'm thinking water. Yeah, I'm thinking water you can, but you can't a bed, so that makes sense. Yeah, water's probably what I'm thinking. Yeah, water, that's why. Otherwise, we'll move to the armour, of course, which you have... Actually, we'll compare to netherite, because it's actually... And to diamond. I hate when the thing does that. Annoying. Notifications, there we go. So, we'll just light ourselves on fire. Okay, that doesn't work anymore, right? Cactus. It is. We'll get some sand. Now we'll find out what the actual durability is of these. So that didn't, so maybe they do have a uniqueness of floating. Okay, so you got the following there in the 500s. Then netherite. We've got 400s and near 600s. Still in the 500s range. 300 and such. And then we compare, we've got 4 versus 3 armor toughness as well as armor points. There's no knockback resistance on it though. There's 9 versus 8. And 4 armor toughness still. 7 there. 6 there, and higher armor toughness, and then you got 4 there and 3 there. So, along with 1000 durability, or 800-ish on my helmet, obviously, but within the thousands range. So, quite powerful in comparison. I don't have a mod to display the actual armor points down there, but you get the idea. It's a lot higher than diamond, and just taking those off, you can see how much of the extra is added there. So yeah, I don't know if it has anything particular about it though, like with, I think netherite was supposed to be fireproof, but I could be mistaken, unless they changed that in later versions, I'm not sure. But my guess is maybe this might have some special thing, but for now, I'm absolutely unsure. Now, if we go to the Enderite one here, basically the same, except you have an Elytra on you. Yeah, pretty much. So it's just converting like so. You don't need the smithing table to do it, unlike with the actual armor itself there. And if we test with the tools, we can find out what those are capable of, which are obviously going to be better than diamond and netherite. Not much else to say there, obviously, but for harvesting speed, we can find out what it's capable of. So just place the following here and see how quick it is in comparison. So that's quite quick. But obviously, compared to obsidian, not so much instant, but still quite quick. Alright, so you've got 4000 durability on that and 7 attack damage. The sword has the ability for you to teleport. Upgrading the smithing table with ender pearls to load teleportation uses. Okay, but there's no recipe for it. So those are just the tooltips, there's that. No other ability on the axe and other tools. So you're at 11 there, you've got 9 there, you've got 7.5, and so on. And obviously we'll just get some dirt and other things and test those. Now quick, so that's pretty much near instant. Or instant, depending. Obviously I jumped a bit before, sort of change things a bit. So there's that for comparison. And we get a log, so I'm not likely to be able to fit a tree in here. Let's see, just go with some oak. Yeah, so also quite quick. And obviously we'll move on to the sword with its capabilities. So, ender pearl and smithing. Alright, so this and this and this. Charge of 16. Can we put more, for example? Yes, we can, so we can still do that. Okay, so it's not just an entire stack and that's it. And I assume we can keep putting more? Yes. I would assume there's a limit, but I don't know what it is yet. Either way, we'll test, of course. So let's see. We don't need that anymore because we're the Elytra one. So let's see. Sneaking and right clicking. Does it just throw one for us? Oh, great. Okay. That's how that works. And yeah. So, oh, and respawn echo, good. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I'm assuming, oh, so is it maybe just on the top of blocks all the time usually? But assume that's probably what it is. You just point it and there is obviously a distance you're limited to. So we can't get on that chorus fruit, and there is a cooldown of course. Let's see. Can I'm kind of stuck there, alright. Can we actually get on top of a chorus fruit? Seems not. Okay. And there's no in the city, I don't think? No. But yeah, it doesn't have like an indication where it's like when you throw an ender pearl of, oh okay, I'm throwing one, it puts it out there and then it obviously arcs and so on. But with this it seems to be that you just sort of can, I wouldn't say dash, but like move across from thing to thing. Obviously there's the distance that you're limited to. So I'd say probably stick with ender pearls, but if you wanted to maybe get away from mobs quick, or players or something, you could do that. Or in other cases, obviously, go through blocks if there is a possibility, because sometimes you can, it seems. I'm just not really that good at working that out at times. And otherwise, for durability, of course, we'll just put this down and find out that it has obviously exactly the same. Yeah. So, yeah. And obviously you just have to keep adding more and more ender pearls and you'll be good to go to then keep adding more charge and then eventually, of course, using more teleportation capabilities. Obviously that's going to happen with shulkers as well, because that's always great. But yeah. Other than that though, that seems to be pretty much it. Obviously, blast furnace, which we will actually cover just in case, just to see how long it takes to then get the scrap. Enderite of the cracked kind, and we'll want some coal. So that's going to take not as long as I thought it would. Okay, so it actually is fairly quick. It's just you are restricted to the blast furnace, that's all. So 20 seconds. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much everything as far as I can tell. You've got that which gives you the following XP. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.